Okay, so little screw tops. I should also mention that I just saved because I don't want to crash. I don't want to crash. I'm going to kill the history on this thing too. Let's go and do these little screw top things here. If I go in and I quickly create myself a polygon cylinder, it's going to make that bigger, right around the same size. Do I want to use 12? Let's use 12 again. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this piece yet. Maybe I should be thinking about that. But for the little screw top bits here, I want them roughly the same size. I want them a bit bigger. These ones here are a little bit smaller, so I figured I can get away with 8, section of 8 on that a bit easier, and 12 on this bigger piece here, and that keeps my polygon size roughly the same. Anyway, back to this. What I want to do is make these screws, and it's like, good God, how are you going to do that, huh? Well, that's a good size. And I'll say that's good. I'm going to go in here and I'm also going to create a polygon helix. Helix. Let's bring the helix up. And I'll just go and pop in my helix. Oh, that's a big helix. That looks a bit big. Okay, well that's fine. Actually, let's not squish it. Squishing it doesn't seem to work very well with it. So, what I'm going to quickly do is we know we've got 3 coils here, subdivisions of 50. We bring that down, subdivisions to 12. That's going to have subdivisions as they go around 12, so that's actually going to match up with my other 12 sections on here. Okay, cool. And then I can play with the height. All I'm doing is holding down control and middle clicking as I highlight this, right? And let's squish it down a little bit. Let's take the width. The width is actually already established. How about the radius? The radius, a bit more like that. Okay, and I could spend some time figuring out exactly what the radius is, but I'm not. So I take height, oops, squish them together. There's subdivisions in coil, subdivisions in axis, 8. That's pretty good. And we're going to call that good, I think. I might have another coil in here. Notice that if you go and you're not exactly perfect with the coils, they all get funky, but if I go in here and type in exactly 4, they line up again. Yay! Okay, so that's 4 coils. My height, I'll just bring that up a bit so my geometry's crashing just a little bit. Okay, cool. And let's just take this and this. Actually, I'll take this one and then select this one. This is going to be my base piece. This is going to be my piece that I'm going to go mesh booleanus difference. And perfect. Worked out perfect. God damn it. Maybe it didn't like all that overlapping here, so maybe I'll have to take my little helix and maybe let's crack up my height a little bit. Just bring it down a little bit, take my radius, just so they're not touching. Okay, cool. I think it will like this better. Select this, select this. I'm also going to delete my history, so Shift-Alt-D, history is gone. Mesh, booleanus, difference. Ooh. Yay! Just chopped out some pieces. I do have some kind of crap in here I have to maybe deal with. What if I just quickly get this edge? This one, this one. This looks like it's going to be a little bit tedious. Okay, I'm going to try to be quick. My God, got some funky beats, and so I can just kind of vegetate. And all I'm just going to do is hold down Shift, right click, delete edge. Woo. I'll say it's good. How many more do I got to do? Here, I'm going to pause. Okay, so I just noticed there's a bunch underneath too. So again, I'm going to delete edge. Boop, gone. And it looks like everything's pretty good. I'm going to hit 3, and sometimes when you hit 3, you can see little magical things like that. When I hit 1, that looks like they're all lined up, but they're not. No, hit 3. That one's no good, so I'll just go in here and collapse edge. There's only one of those, so it looks like... Oh, there's some nasty bits there, but that's okay. We're going to leave that. Oh, there's another one there. Just hit G. G repeats the last tool command, don't forget, so that was gone. And I take a look, and everything looks nice. I hit 1 again. Let's just deselect. Okay, so that's part of it. That little funny top piece over here. there's one, actually, they're down here too. So next thing I do, let's just go to the front view. And in the front view, it's got to be flat across the top, right? We've got this nasty thing here. If I just go in, I grab my mesh, or edit mesh rather, cut faces tool, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grab the delete cut faces. Yay! And I'm going to enter the cut tool and close. Now, if I hold down shift while I do this, whoop, see that little line there? That little line is going to delete anything that's pointing down this way here, so I'm just going to undo that. If I go here and I hold down shift and I go, there's my little line is pointing down, but if I go back beyond the centerpiece, there, now it's pointing up the other way. Boom! Gets rid of that. And then I'll do this one. If I hold down shift and I go this way, boom! And now I've got some kind of nice square toppy thing. Actually, there's a little bit of funky poly there. Hey there, funky poly. Funky poly is gonna go. There we go. And it's got 1, 2, 3 little riffs on it. And how's this got to 1, 2, 3? Looks good enough to me. Just pull this thing down here. Let's go and hit, should we hit center pivot? No, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna move this up. And I'll just pull this down. There. If I center pivot, because I've got so many vertices on here, it might go wonky. I could potentially fix it, but I just don't feel like it. So there we go. There's our funky little piece. Okay, if I hit 3, I could go in here and find ways to clean up some of my polys. Like there, I can see some nasty polys. Let's go in here and collapse. And that one there, I'm just going to grab the vertice on that one. Get rid of that. And what do I think of this? This vertice here and this vertice here. If I merge vertices to the center. Okay, multiple ways to do the same thing. This case here, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to hold down V. Take those two. Actually, I thought I did that. What if I go and I hit 1? So this one here, if I hold down V, it's sitting on top of that one. If I just take those two and I go merge vertices. Okay, good. And maybe I'll take this one. Maybe this time around I'm going to use merge vertex tool and just grab this and drag it over there. Take a quick look. If I hit 3, you can see how things kind of distort. And it looks okay to me. Okay, so that's pretty clean. Overall, oh, there's another baddie. And it's got like a triangle, right? So it's like, it doesn't really matter too much. This one here, I'm just gonna get the merge vertex tool and I'll merge that puppy there. That one there. And it looks like I missed. Just gonna zoom in. There we go. So a triangle isn't a bad thing. The odd triangle is good. The quad Nazi will stay at home today. Actually, there's another nasty one right there. Okay. Do I see anything else that looks funky? I'm just going to take this one, I'm going to put it over here. Looking along the top, and there's a funky one. So I'm just going to push this in here, push that over here. I could have deleted that one too, but whatever. So that looks clean. Oh, still there's one more. There we go. And if I take this object, let's delete the history. I got lots of crap on it. History! And I'll press 3. Just gonna look around. Do I see anything weird? Well, actually, it looks right there like I got something stressed out. Merge. Done. Oh, and there's another one. My god. I see any more? I think everything else is fine. So there's that little piece I was looking for. And I'll just turn off wireframe so I can see what it looks like when it's smooth. Okay. And I might do something like this thing here. Looks like it's got another section here. I could kind of merge it to a cylinder or something like that if I wanted to. I might just go in and try something like this. Let's grab this edge and this one. I just double clicked on them and then I go over here and I extrude. And if I switch from local to global and I bring it in a bit and I hit G, And this time I grab the blue arrow and I push up. That's pretty damn close. Actually, did it look like I missed another one? I missed another one over here. Okay, but you can see all the rest of them kind of match up pretty good. Here, if I just bring these back here, and I take a look for the ones that don't match, there's just one. Okay. I think this is actually really good that you're seeing me screw up. Okay, so I'm deselecting, and I just want this edge here. Just going to hit F, focus in on it. So this one and this one, don't like them at all. Take that to delete those edges. Take this edge here, and we're going to collapse it. I could do more clean actions here, but I think that's good. Okay, and if I grab this edge loop, and I grab this edge loop, and if I just went over here to bridge, whoop, and I have my divisions of 0, bridge, and bridge went offset a little bit, so I'm just going to go here to bridge offset, and boom, there we go. And if I want that to be a bit harder edge for whatever reason, I could just insert edge, whoops, there. Oh, I missed. Actually, those look pretty good there. Okay. Done. And if I hit 3, deselect. Or I could put in more if I wanted to, if I notice that, what is it? You see there's kind of a weird lip that comes down here. So maybe if I grab, say here, if I grab this face and I hold down shift and I grab that one, I can go ahead and hit extrude. Extrude a little bit. G. Extrude a little bit more. G. Boop. There we go. And so that looks kind of like a little tap bit. Okay, and like I said, I could spend more time with that, but I'm kind of getting tired. Tired and drunk. Okay, let's go to the front view. And did I make that thing a little bit too small? Maybe. Just going to move my pivot point up in here someplace. Maybe I'll hold down D and V and I'll move it to the top of it. And let's go something like this and hold down V. I think because I centered everything previous to making this, it's going to be okay, and I'll just take this and I'll scale it up a bit. Did that center? I don't think that's centered properly, so I'm just going to hold down V and I'll just go to wireframes so you can see what the hell I'm looking at. Boop, there. So now it's centered. Let's hit 6. And now we're back. There. So there's one of them pieces. And then, what if I went in here and I took this piece, I made a duplicate. I'll just take this one here and I'll hold down V and I'll pop this one up to here. And I'll just hold down J and rotate it around. Boop. There we go. There's that piece. I don't know if I'm going to model that cap. Wasn't part of the plan. Okay. And take this one. Now here comes a crappy trick. I think I'm just going to eyeball this one. I was thinking about all sorts of fancy different ways to go in here and do this, and I don't know if I want to show this in a video. If I take this and I, let's see, I hold down V this way. So it's lined up with that vertice. Hold down V and grab it this way. And I think I'll just eyeball it. Sometimes I find eyeballing it just makes it look better because it doesn't look perfect. And you know what? I didn't make a duplicate. Idiot! So I make a duplicate, and I take the duplicate, and I just take those settings and I zero them. That's that one up there. Actually, how about this? Let's undo. Undo to here. And I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to copy it. Then I'll go and undo, there. And then I'll hold down Control and hit V. Well, that sucks. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, well, it was a cool idea. Kill the history, freeze the transformations. And if I go to the front view, and I make a duplicate, hold down V, there, rotator it into place. Oh, and it looks like I missed. Got that little bar. Good enough for me. Okay, so there's my pieces, and I could keep these separate or I could join them together. I might take this thing and delete it, and I'll take this and I'll just kind of do a quick mirror polygon and flip it to the negative X. Take this, and maybe I'll make a duplicate, and maybe I'll group them. I'm just holding down, I hit Control D, Control G, and I'll go and grab my scaly tool, hold down J, flip them inside out. If I go in and I hit Modify, Freeze Transformations, there's this lovely option that says Preserve Normal, so when I preserve it, they'll be fine. Take all these pieces, and I can combine them together if I feel like it. Mesh, combine. I better check something. Did I merge those vertices on this piece? I think I did, right? Right. One. There, I'm good. Okay, so those are all merged together. And what else? I could model these things in place, but I think I'm going to leave that. We're another 15-minute video. So there you have this piece. I don't know if you want this thing in here. That thing could be another good trick. Maybe I'll make one more video. The manifold piece that never ends.